Alright, we're back. So, time has passed. Here's how the world looks. Chaos, stuff like that. Chaos going on, yada yada. Quilia's actually doing well for once. But anyways, I just came back because the first of the two of these has finished. An Emperor's Chambers. This would be an incredibly risky operation. Gavino Garatino knew this. That was why he had assembled only his best griffins, the most talented agents in all of SIM. If they were going to pull this off, succeed at what the king had asked of them, then they would have to put in all their effort, then some, to succeed. It started just as any normal operation would, with the moon's light illuminating them. They broke into the Imperial Palace, quietly subduing any guards that happened to come across. They were trying to reach the current Emperor's room. Let's see. If they were trying to reach the current Emperor's room, that of Grover, they would have stood no chance. Fortunately, the room of the previous Emperor, that of Grover, was now under significant lower security, and I'm the legendary Barkian guard. Thank Boris. Once they had reached the doorway, Gavina ordered the rest of the Griffins to remain out guarding him, while he personally searched through the belongings of the late Emperor. Looking through a dead Griff's room was uncomfortable, to say the least. It felt wrong to rummage through dusty drawers, look at old pictures with Grover and his wife, or him and his son. For the first time, he psychologically felt like an intruder. Even with the sworn duty to serve Wingbardy, the sooner he found what he was looking for, the better. The door creaked. "Hello?" Gavina whispered carefully, turning around towards the exit. "Is anyone there?" Suddenly the door burst open, and he rushed 3 Imperial soldiers, all armed with rifles pointed straight at him. "Intruder!" their captain cried. "Surrender now, or we will shoot." Slowly, carefully, Gavino put his talons in the air. "Well, we messed up. You failed, with our agents captured, the investigation forced to come to a premature end. Or is it?" Never mind, it is, because this can't. So I will be back as we do the other operation instead. I'll see you then. Bye. Alright, so yeah, if you're wondering why this was split into a part 1 and part 2 instead of just being, one part like I would normally do for a thing like this, well, I made the first part and then I was like, oh, shoot, I never went and actually simply, did the infiltrating stuff, like, finish the actual thing that I wanted to finish. Like, I kind of need to do that. So here I am, coming back and actually, doing that. So I thought, I should probably do that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. That's why I did that. That's why this is 2 parts, so that I can actually, actually do the things I said I would do. As you can see, I'm just, I have been continuing to do things just because I always do, even when it doesn't matter one bit at all. If I do, I still do. Here's how the world's going. Ramar and them take out, Griffinstone. Kingdom of Quilia's, of course, as you saw, is doing really good. They got defeated. I think you saw that already. They're still in their civil war. They're fighting now. They're pushing into Quagatai, and they're also pushing into Quagatai. I see they are a puppet. Interesting. Crystal Empire is fighting Equestria, so that's interesting. Changing Lands, just kind of sitting and watching, seeing what happens, as you do. They're doing their stuff. Yeah. That's the world. Now, I also wanted to real quickly here's the focuses I've done while we've waited. In the past, steel and aluminum production had been government run, but have since been burdened by red tape, allowing private companies to take over the mills with minimal government oversight. Industry experts agree that our overall output will improve. We also did invest in the future. Children are the future of every society, and Wingbardy is no different. We need to recognize talent at a young age and nurture it into something great. The king will personally sponsor special schools for the brightest minds in the nation, where they can learn to help Wingbardy progress into the future. Here I did portable radios, I did all these, and I've done passive defense. You know, that's kind of the vibe I'm doing. Children are the future of every society, and Wingbardy is no different. We need to recognize talent at a young age and nurture it to something great. The game will personally sponsor special schools for the brightest minds of the nation, where they can learn to help Wingbardy progress into the future. That's the exact same description. The Royal Aluminum Company is a government-funded organization tasked with increasing the nation's supplies of aluminum and other metals in order to help boost Wingbardy's industrial capabilities. So yeah, those are the things I've been doing. Oh boy. Oh, they're going to work, both of them. Well, that's going to be complicated. The Regency's secrets. This could be an incredibly risky operation. Gavino Guriantano knew this. That was why he had assembled only his best griffins, the most talented agents of all of SIM. If they were going to pull this off, succeed at what the king had asked them, then they would have to pull in all their effort, and then some to succeed. It started just as any normal operation would, with the moon's light illuminating them. They broke into the Imperial Palace, quietly subduing any guards that they happened to come across. At least the Regency's chambers were fairly close. After all, they didn't want the nobles to have to walk too far into the palace to take their seats in important matters of governance. Once they had reached the great double doors, Gavino very quietly opened one of them and ushered his team inside before closing it behind them. The chambers were very large, in fact one of the larger rooms in the entire palace. All the SIM agents fanned out, trying to cover the most ground in the least amount of time. Gavino himself made his way over to the little personal storage spaces, hoping to find something that looked old enough to be over 30 years old. And find something he did. At the very back of the inlet, within a desk, he found a dusty red book that was unmarked. Quickly flipping through it, a certain name quickly caught his eye within the pages. King Umberto. As he scanned the particular page, his eyes widened. Holding the book up, he whispered to his fellow intruders, "I found it!" The very next morning, the palace guard would be shocked to learn that while quite a few of them had been subdued, nothing of value had been stolen, and no Griff imported was assassinated, but far away from the city of Griffinheim. The little red book that Gavino held contained all the evidence that they needed to know. The old Regency Council. They were behind it all. And now we know. And now we know. Justice for Gumberto is the thing. And hopefully we get justice for Gumberto eventually. I mean, we can't really. They kind of did justice for themselves. See, we might have this bonus to fighting the Griffin Empire, but I mean, we're not going to get to use it. They don't exist anymore. Justice for Gumberto was done when they destroyed themselves. Through infighting and destruction, they're gone. So, we already won. Simple as that. But, this is actually the end of this series. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, I hope you're excited for the next one. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And as always, peace.